Here's a wild stat to kick this off. A well-trained Belgian Malinois can learn a new cue in under 5 reps and retain it under pressure. That's like having a furry athlete. Meet Paul, specialist dog trainer, the guy you call when your Malinois is outsmarting you, your shoes, and the fence. He's spent years turning high-octane chaos into laser-focused brilliance. So why do so many owners struggle? First, energy. Second, mental stimulation. Third, impulse control. Fourth, consistency. And finally, timing. Here's how Paul flips the script. He starts with structure, short, intentional sessions, 2 to 5 minutes, stacked through the day. He pairs movement with thinking, heel patterns, rapid direction changes, place command to practice breaks, for brain work, food puzzles. The foundation of Paul's method isn't about suppression, it's about redirection. It starts with harnessing the dog's most powerful tool, its nose. He introduces scent boxes. This isn't just a game, it's a neurological workout. By asking the dog to find a specific, hidden scent, he's channeling its immense prey drive into a focused, problem-solving task. The dog learns that its natural instincts can be used to earn rewards, creating a powerful partnership from the very beginning. It's the first step in teaching the dog how to think, not just react. From there, he expands into find-it games. Paul treats this progression like leveling up in a video game. Level 1 might be a simple find in an empty room. Level 10, finding a specific object in a park full of distractions. Each level is designed to be challenging but achievable, building the dog's confidence and its desire to work with the handler. This structured play teaches persistence and focus, crucial skills for a high-drive dog. It transforms the world from a chaotic mess of stimuli into a series of solvable puzzles, with the handler as the trusted guide. This clarity is the backbone of his obedience work. He builds reliability with a simple formula: 1 cue, 1 behavior, 1 reward. No nagging, no repeating commands, no confusion. The dog learns that the first cue is the only cue that matters. This binary system, you do it, you get paid, you don't, you get nothing, eliminates ambiguity. It forces the dog to listen intently and fosters a deep respect for the handler's words. It's about creating a language of absolute certainty. In the system, timing is everything. The bridge between the correct behavior and the reward is a marker word, like yes. This word is a promise. It's a verbal snapshot, fired the exact instant the dog nails the behavior. The moment it sits, the second its nose touches the target. This precision is non-negotiable. It communicates to the dog with pinpoint accuracy what it did to earn its paycheck. Then, you pay fast. The reward must follow the marker immediately. A delay of even a few seconds can muddy the message. The speed of the reward reinforces the power of the marker and keeps the dog's motivation sky high. It's a rapid-fire transaction that keeps the dog engaged and eager for the next opportunity to earn, and the payment must match the effort. Paul channels the dog's drive. He never crushes it. A game of tug isn't just a reward, it's a paycheck for a job well done. It allows the dog to release pent-up energy and express its natural instincts in a structured, cooperative way. This is how you build a dog that loves to work, that sees training not as a chore, but as the ultimate opportunity for engagement and fun. But a powerful engine needs a reliable brake. Paul explicitly teaches an off switch. He trains the dog to go from 100 to 0 on cue. This ability to regulate its own arousal state is perhaps the most critical skill for a high-drive dog. It prevents them from boiling over and allows them to think clearly even when excited. This is the essence of control, not just starting, but also stopping. To keep the engine running smoothly, he prevents overload. Training sessions are short, sharp, and successful. 2 wins and a break, 1 easy rep to finish. He always ends the session early on a high note, leaving the dog wanting more. This strategy builds a craving for training, ensuring the dog shows up to the next session with even more enthusiasm. It's the psychological secret to long-term motivation. Now, watch this theory put to the ultimate test. Paul meets Coda. On paper, a magnificent animal. In reality, a freight train in fur. Coda is the embodiment of uncontrolled drive, leash reactivity, zero impulse control, and a PhD in ignoring humans. He's a classic case of a brilliant mind trapped in a body that only knows how to react, not think. For a dog like Coda, the world is a minefield of triggers. So, Paul's first move isn't to correct, but to manage. Step 1. Distance. He finds the threshold where Coda can see a trigger, another dog, a person, a car, without exploding. This space is the classroom. Too close, and the dog's brain shuts down, incapable of learning. At the right distance, the dog is alert, but still receptive. This is where the real work begins. This is where the theory hits the turf. The breakthrough with a dog like Coda doesn't happen in the heat of the moment, 6 feet from a trigger. It starts far, far away. For Coda, the magic number is 60 feet. At this distance, his brain is still online. He can notice a distraction, process it, and, most importantly, still hear Paul. He can think, not just react. This is the foundational concept of working under threshold. We're not trying to suppress his awareness. We're teaching him a new, more productive response to it. The goal isn't to create a robot, but a partner who can navigate the world calmly and confidently. The first building block is simple, but profound. Coda looks at the distraction, and the moment he chooses to disengage, even with just a flicker of a head turned back toward Paul, that choice is marked with a crisp yes. That yes is a promise, and Paul immediately makes good on it, paying Coda like he just won the lottery. This isn't just a snack. It's a powerful message. Looking away from that interesting thing and checking in with me is the most profitable thing you can do right now. We're literally rewiring his brain to find more value in engagement than in fixation. Once Coda is reliably choosing to disengage from a standstill, Paul introduces step 2, movement. Life isn't static, and neither is training. He asks for a formal heel. This isn't about perfect position, it's about active partnership. By asking Coda to move with him, Paul is asking for a higher level of cognitive engagement. Coda now has to manage his own body in space, maintain his position relative to Paul, and manage the presence of the distant distraction all at once. Within the heel, Paul adds pivots. These aren't random turns, they are strategic interruptions. A sharp pivot demands the dog's full attention, physically and mentally breaking any lingering focus on the environment. It's a physical question. Are you still with me? Coda's seamless response is a resounding yes. He's not just following, he's anticipating, connected, and working as a team. And for that level of focus, the reward has to match the effort. For a high-drive Malinois, a piece of kibble is nice, but a game of tug is everything. This is the jackpot. The tug reward channels his natural drive into a cooperative activity with Paul. It's a celebration, a stress reliever, and a relationship builder all in one. It says, all that focus you gave me, here's a safe and fun way to let that energy out, with me. But the game has rules. This is step 3, and it's non-negotiable. The off switch. After the peak excitement of the tug, Paul cues the release. Coda must let go. Then, he's asked to sit, to breathe, to go from 100 miles per hour back to 0. This teaches emotional regulation. It proves he can access a state of high arousal and then return to a state of calm control on cue. This skill is the key to real-world reliability. After proving he can regulate, he earns another round of work. Now, the big moment. All this foundational work has been preparation for this. The distraction is no longer a person walking at 60 feet. It's a dog jogging at 30 feet. The challenge has been amplified. This is the test. You can see the instant change in Coda. His eyes lock, his muscles coil. Every fiber of his being is screaming, dog! This is the critical moment where instinct threatens to overwhelm